This 5-year-old weather report is going viral, and it's for this terrifying reason. This is on IFL Science. A weather forecaster simulating what would happen under very unusual circumstances. This is from France. This is by James Felton, IFL Science. It's not often we get a weather report going viral, especially when it's 5 years old. Weather reports generally not known for their longevity, as we know. But one weather report from TF1 of France is making the rounds over the last few days, and you're not going to like the reason why. It has to do with what is currently this year has been going on in Europe, in England, in France, Germany, Northern Europe. In 2014, weather reporter Evelyne Deliat, together with the World Meteorological Organization, teamed up in order to create a fictional weather report that would imagine the weather in 2050. In other words, much warmer and weather extremes. At that time, their predictions were thought to be very far-fetched and impossible. And then something happened this past July. The images of a fictitious weather report imagined that the weather would be extremely warm by the year 2050 for a 2014 French TV documentary concerning climate change. Now, the bottom images of this article show the real weather report from just last week. Yes, in 2014, which, just to really hammer it home, is only 5 years ago. The temperatures easily caught up with, and in some areas surpassed, the unbelievable of the fictional warning of what it would be like in 2050. The extreme high temperatures and climate changes. The fictional report seen here, you'll follow a step-by-step comparison with what happened just now in 2019. This wasn't even the hottest day of the year. And later in July, the weather surpassed even the June heat, and the chart shows temperatures exceeding the usual red-orange color code, so they loop back around to purple. The expected temperatures, 41 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius around Paris. The hottest across France will be in Ile-de-France and Centre Val de Loire. And the heat wave in France this year saw a tremendous amount of extreme anxiety and heat stress for people of delicate, for example, delicate systems, the children and the elderly. Now, they also say that southwest of France, they have 2 nuclear reactors, and they were curtailed due to the high temperatures, can you imagine, which caused the river water used to cool the reactors to heat up too much to be effective at full output. That is astonishingly terrible. The water was so warm it could not be used to cool down the reactors. What does that mean? Across the whole of Europe, temperatures records were smashed, of course. Also, driving up the wheat areas, the agricultural wheat farms, 70% of wheat saw 2 fields on fire, not on purpose probably, but 50 combines in the hottest day I've seen, he says, this is by David Mathias, drove up France, must be 70% wheat done, saw 2 fields on fire, not on purpose, probably 50 combines, and the hottest day I've ever seen, 44 degrees Celsius. Amazing. The 2 weather reports provide a hell of a snapshot, creeping sense of dread, and it's worth remembering that these were just 2 points in time. An unusually hot heat wave that struck Europe. They said it was the hottest ever recorded. The 10 hottest years ever recorded in the UK, for instance, all occurred this century, the 21st century, while June of 2019 was the hottest June ever recorded at 2 degrees Celsius or 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit above normal temperatures around the globe. And in temperatures in order, 2016, 15, 17, and 18 have all been the hottest years on record. And of course, now we have 2019 to top those off. According to a UN report, with 20 of the last 22 years also being the warmest since records began. Okay, this is having to do with Europe, Northern Europe, but it also pertains to what's happening around the North Pole. That's just as bad. Greenland ice sheets melting because of the extreme weather and the heat. Unbelievable. I'll leave links below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.